Okay, so today we'll be making two different clubs using only a hatchet and some sandpaper. Now, the sandpaper, of course, is used to make the handle nice and smooth. So, the club here on the right is around 7 pounds, and the club here on the left is around 6 pounds. I want to keep the imbalance and just, test it out, try it out, and see if this pays off in terms of the strength gains. So as you can see here, I am taking one giant piece of wood and cutting it into two equal parts. The goal is to make two different clubs that are hopefully equal in size and weight. Now, the length of the wood is approximately 120 centimeters, so I'll be making two clubs that are approximately 60 centimeters in length. So the club is not going to be perfectly balanced. The point of this is not to create a practical weapon. The point is to create a tool for exercising. Having said that, I do like to include a counterweight at the bottom here so that it provides somewhat of a balance, which makes the club more easily swingable and more easy to handle. Because I'm not using any power tools, I'm only using a hatchet to design and create this club. It is definitely going to take some physical labor, and to me, that is half the fun. It's important to note that I am designing this club to be used as a one-handed weapon only. So the length of my handle is approximately 20 centimeters. This includes both the counterweight portion at the bottom and the handle portion. The handle portion and the counterweight are both approximately 10 centimeters in length, and the blade is approximately 40 centimeters in length. When shaping your club, I think it's best to chop into it, and then you can begin to chip away at the wood. So you want to chop into the club and create a wedge, and then from that way, you can easily more chip away the wood. Now, it's not going to be perfect, so it's not going to be perfectly balanced on every single side because we're not using power tools. We're using a handmade hatchet. So if it's not perfect, that's totally fine. It's meant to be imperfect so that it's not completely balanced. The more imbalanced it is, the harder it will be to swing and to use. Thus, the more taxation on your muscles will occur. When designing your club, it's important to think about the thickness of the grip. If you want to focus on building up your forearm muscles, then make a thick grip. But because I will be using two clubs at the same time, I will be making the grip more narrow. Each person's hands will be different, so it's important to specifically design the club so that it feels right for you. So if you want to reduce the weight of the club, keep shaving down the blade portion of the club until you get the weight that you want. So you want to sand down the handle of the club so that you avoid getting any splinters. Now also sand down the top part of the hilt and the bottom part of the pommel. Okay, the clubs are made. Now let's go exercise.